What's up, y'all? Welcome to Action Pack Boxing. I'm Action Pack. So we're going to talk about Ugas. His first title defense was successful against Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Will Manny Pacquiao retire? And we'll talk about that in a few seconds on Action Pack Boxing. So Ugas made his first title defense as the WBA champion. A lot of people wondered, did he deserve that belt? Because it was given to him due to inactivity from Manny Pacquiao not fighting for 2 years since July 2019 when he first obtained that title from beating Keith one-time Thurman. So now I think you guys left without a doubt that he deserves to be the champion. He defended his belt successfully against a superstar boxer who has a great record and is an incredible fighter, an incredible person, period. Manny Pacquiao is someone that is a man of honor. He's a really great fighter. He only takes the good fights. He doesn't really look forward to just fighting any and everybody and cherry picking. He will fight the best fighter. Some people feel because it's big money for him. And Manny Pacquiao stated it's not just about money, it's about legacy. He wants his legacy to be big. He wants people to remember him as a guy who fought the top fighters, and he's an 8-division world champion. Manny Pacquiao, when he came into the game, he just kept beating all his competition and moving up, kept moving up in weight classes. And there's no one else who has did that. 8 different weight classes, 8 different divisions, conquering them back and forth, like just conquering them and just moving forward. So now the thing is, okay, now we got 3 champions and 4 belts in the welterweight division at 147 pounds. IBF champion, WBC champion, superstar boxer, Errol the Truth Spence. We have Terrance Crawford, who's the WBO title holder, and Ugas, who just made his first title defense against Manny Pacquiao, which was successful. Ugas is the WBA champion. So to unify these belts and for it to be one champion, the people have to get what they want. We got to get what we want to see. We want the best fights. We want to see Ugas versus Spence. We've been waiting on Ugas versus Pacquiao for 2 weeks. And nobody knew how that was going to play out. We've been waiting for Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrance Crawford forever. Been waiting for that for maybe 2 or 3 years. Because Spence's name is big. He has a lot under his belt. He has big names under his belt. Like Mikey Garcia might have moved up maybe 2 weight classes to 147 to fight Errol Spence Jr. Mikey Garcia was undefeated. I believe his record was like 40-0 before he fought Spence. And Spence punished this boy. He punished this man for 12 rounds. Every single round, Errol Spence Jr. won. And he made it look so easy. And he didn't bully him. He didn't like just bully him and like the big, some people call him the weight bully and all this and that. He outboxed Mikey Garcia, who's an excellent boxer. Errol Spence Jr. showed that he can box. He's not just a brawler. He's not a Sean Porter. Sean Porter's a brawler. He's going to force you to brawl. Each and every single time he's going to make you fight his fight. So I believe with Errol Spence proving that he can box, he can sell out an arena and beat a Mikey Garcia, and then from there go on to Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. These names are big names. These are top fighters. Now, I can't say the same thing for Bud Crawford. I really can't. Bud Crawford, everybody that he's fought, they were good. Some of them were good fighters, but they're not big names. They're not going to sell out an arena. You're not fighting anybody that everybody's going to pay to see. Some people might pay to see Bud Crawford, but the guy that he's fighting, who really wants to see somebody who they barely know. I've never heard anybody say, oh, Bud Crawford is fighting this guy, that guy. Let's go to Vegas. Let's go to wherever the fight is going to be, because it's going to be a big deal. And let's have this, like, this pay-per-view thing popping. And nah, never heard that. Every time Errol Spence Jr. fights, you're going to hear that, because he's not fighting anybody that I wouldn't call a bum, because none of these guys are really bums. These guys are risking their lives, and they're out there putting it all in and leaving it all in the ring, and they're taking off a big risk every time you step inside that ring. We don't see people get hurt often where it's detrimental to their health, but that possibility is always there. It's always there. So I want to make sure people realize the danger that these guys take and show respect to these fighters. Some people make comments and statements like, oh, this guy's a bum, this guy's this guy's that. All these guys are warriors, whether you're at the top level or you're not there yet. So first of all, we got to give props and respect to all these fighters. But I feel that being that Ugas has defeated Pacquiao, I don't believe Pacquiao will be back. Pacquiao is getting old. He been through a lot. He's also running for governor or something like that in the Philippines, and he wants to take care of his people. And it's getting more and more dangerous for him, because you have younger, stronger fighters that can really put him in danger. He lost to Ugas, which Ugas is not somebody who's a walkthrough, but I believe if he would have fought Errol Spence Jr., it could have been bad. Errol Spence Jr. even made a comment saying, this version of Pacquiao that fought Ugas, if me and him fought this Saturday, it would have been really ugly. And I believe that. I believe Errol Spence Jr. would have hurt him really bad. Spence would have put some good body work on him and probably knocked him out, tired him out, knocked him out in, I believe, like the 8th round or something like that. But that didn't happen. But what's going to happen next, people? What's going to happen next? Is it going to be Errol Spence Jr. versus Ugas? Or will Ugas take a different route where him and Terrance Crawford fight? And that could be a great fight, because that's the WBA and WBO champions going against each other. And Spence may fight the winner of that fight as he heals and recovers from his eye injury. Spence has to recover from his eye injury before he can go and fight anybody. And we just hoping that he heals successfully and that goes well. But we're going to see how it's going to play out, people. But it's only 4 belts and it's 3 champs. And sooner or later, these champs are going to have to face each other. There's not too many other big names in the welterweight division that we're hearing about that is up and coming and is a danger. Now, we're going to keep on staying focused on these 3 boxers right here. WBO champion, Terrance Crawford. IBF WBC champion, Errol Spence Jr. And WBA champion, Ugas. We're going to see what's going to happen between these 3 guys. And whatever's going to happen, and we'll be seeing it soon, more than likely, in 2022. This is Action Packed Boxing. We want action, people. See you soon.